Today, we review the Ram 1500. Now, if you're not sure which version this is, neither are we. They make 14 of them, but we're pretty sure it's the Rebel because it's got big ass tires and, well, the window sticker says it's a Rebel. This particular model has a 5.7 liter V8. It's mated with the only option for transmission, which is an 8-speed automatic. It produces 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Interestingly, even though this is an expensive, somewhat top-of-the-line 1500, there's also a V6 option for those that are more concerned about fuel economy.
Contrary to the way this truck looks, it's actually not a direct Ford Raptor competitor. You would be pardoned to think that because of the way it's raised, big tires and everything. The Raptor is a purpose-built off-road vehicle. It's pretty much a Baja truck for the road. It's got Fox Racing shocks, it's wider and everything like that. This is a normal Ram 1500 with some factory off-road options. It has the raised air suspension, bigger tires. It's pretty much what a lot of people do with their Ram 1500s is buy them and then they'll do these modifications themselves. So Ram was like, hey, how about we just offer it with a factory-backed warranty? So it is not a full crazy off-road truck.
The Rebel has Bilstein monotube shocks, and it has an adjusted alignment as well as anti-roll bar that's set up for the higher center of gravity over the normal 1500, and the air ride actually gives it an extra inch of height over the 1500 as well.
It has a new bumper with skid plate and tow hooks, new rear bumper too. It's all actually steel, which is pretty cool. 33-inch tires wrap around 17-inch wheels, which, one, give you more off-road ability, two, they look pretty badass.
It's also got an optional limited slip differential and a optional park assist package, which I think is necessary. It's $595, comes with sensors all around as well as a backup camera. And on a truck this big, parking it will be a pain in the butt without that package. This truck feels big when you're behind the wheel. It's raised and it feels like it. It's not a vehicle that shrinks around you in any way. The steering is quite heavy and it is pretty slow as well, something that of course you'd adapt to, but initially when you get into the car, it doesn't feel that familiar. Ride over bumps, soaks up bumps pretty good. We're on a relatively
rough gravel road.
And the truck's doing fantastic.
Among the endless configurations of the Ram 1500, we think the Rebel looks the best out of all of them. You get the added aggressiveness from the larger wheels and the new bumpers and all of that kind of stuff. And when it came out in Detroit, we thought it looked awesome.
Especially in red.
Yes.
And the coolness continues on the interior as well, especially with the seats. Now, if you can see, the seats actually have the same pattern on them
tread pattern
as the exact tires that come on this car. Yeah. It's pretty neat. I love the black and red contrasted interior. It's actually the only option you can get with the Rebel. Amenities wise, it's actually really nice in here. You've got heated seats, a heated steering wheel. How big was the screen?
8.4 inches and just a ton of storage space. There's, instead of an airbag right there, there's like a storage space above the glove compartment. There's storage cubbies underneath the floor in the back. The center console is huge, and one of the coolest features of the Ram is this center place here that holds your phone. You like snap it in, and they even have a little cutout that you can have your phone plugged in.
What I'm surprised about is, in this day and age, everyone has their cell phones. Yes. iPhone, Samsung, Droid, it doesn't matter. Nobody has figured out a good way to put your phone. They just assume you put it in the cup holders or whatnot, or you leave it in your pocket. They figured it out. You can see your phone. I guess it could promote distracted driving, but you can charge it. You could use it for navigation if the vehicle didn't have it. It's really awesome. And, you know, of course, you've got plenty of space you've got a bed in the back. But if you fold down these seats, it's got it configured where this fold out comes and it makes a perfectly flat surface. So instead of sometimes there's this awkwardly shaped rear cargo space, it's perfectly flat. Storage space is unreal.
In a world of extremely expensive luxury trucks, this actually strikes a nice balance between utility and creature comforts. I think it's a cool combination of those two.
Absolutely. If you're going to get a 1500, I think this is the one to get. It's got the upgrades that you would want with nothing more, without being ridiculously expensive. This isn't a $70,000 luxury truck. It doesn't come with some of the features that the very upper end luxury trucks have.
Whatever
exactly. But you can get those if you want, if that's what you're preferring. As a summary, here are some of the things we love and hate about this truck. The interior space is awesome. but it's got some unique features that make this truck rise above and beyond some of its competitors. It's got multiple glove box compartments. It's got a very innovative way to store your phone. I've never seen anything like that before. And the way the cargo space works in the back with a fold out that makes the rear completely flat. Really cool.
From an exterior standpoint, this truck looks pretty badass. You get the larger tires, you get the factory skid plate and everything like that, and especially in red, it looks very mean.
It's also got an air suspension system that you can control both inside the car and with your key fob. What's really cool is once you raise this car up, if you exit the vehicle and you come back and you want it to be a little bit easier to get in, you can double click on the key fob and actually lower the car before you get in.
And there's multiple ride heights as you're driving. You can be controlled here for off-roading or for just more comfortable aero mode when you're just cruising down the freeway. Some of the things we hate about it. There aren't many, actually. It's a pretty cool truck. The first one is the fact that for a similar amount of money and similar amount, like the way it looks, a Raptor will outperform this in many aspects. A Raptor is a purpose-built off-road truck that Ford offers, whereas this is more of a built, tacked on factory, a few little off-road options, like a package for the truck.
I'd be worried if you took this and tried to do similar things that people do with their Raptors. They take them to the dunes, they jump them. The car would break. It's not meant for that. And another thing is, for 395 horsepower, it doesn't feel very fast at all. There are trucks out there with much bigger engines for similar amount of money.
You can't get the big 6.4 Hemi in this truck.
So that's a downside. But really, overall, it's cool. We're impressed with this. It's a great looking truck. It's very functional. Comes with most of the things you'd really need. And with that, hope you enjoyed this review. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Special thanks to LaFontaine, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram for making this review possible. Look forward to seeing you next video.